I'm going crazy. 무뎌져.
One stepped into the bustling corridors of Seoul University, filled with both excitement and trepidation. It was the start of a new semester, and she was about to meet her new colleagues. Little did she know, fate had a twist in store for her. Her bubbly personality, cheerful demeanor, and warm disposition made her a favorite among students and college alike. "My sunshine is here," one of your professor colleagues, who is your friend too, said when you entered the main office where all other staff were present to welcome the new faculty. You hugged her with a smile on your face. "I see everyone here, so I would like you all to meet our new professor." The director of university spoke. Your eyes shined with a smile, but it started to drop slowly and painfully when you saw who entered the same room just now. Meet Mr. Jungkookff, graduated from Harvard with a master's degree in music, with teaching experience there. Everyone gasped with amusement and excitement. His personality was just the opposite of yours. He exuded a cold and mysterious aura that seemed to draw people in despite his reserved nature. His piercing gaze held an intensity that could both intimidate and captivate. He had an air of confidence that came naturally, making him an enigma in the academic world. His big eyes scanned the whole office until he and his guest met. Recognition flickered in his eyes, and Ryan could see a mix of surprise and emotions playing across his face. The world seemed to fall away. It was as if they were transported back to a time when they were each other's entire universe. The familiar connection between them, once so vibrant and intense, still lingered in the air. Their separation was also not a fault. They were destined to choose different paths for their future. And now, after years, they were facing each other. "I hope you all get along. Now please excuse the new batch is also waiting for all of you." He chuckled and excused himself. "This tone is hot, but it's not my type." She puffed out air, but he frowned when he didn't answer her. "Why?" She held your shoulder, and you looked at her. "Yeah, are you okay?" he asked, but then a smirk plastered on her face. "Or is it love at first sight?" She teased you. "Love at first sight only happens once, not multiple times," you whispered, but she heard it and frowned, more because you were acting weird. Normally, you would be squealing and making the new faculty your friend, but now, you're not even budging. You took a deep breath with your heart pounding in your chest cage. "I have a class schedule. I'll take my leave." You quickly left that place without looking back and also ignored Melissa calling your name. Even if she has an extroverted personality and she always deals with everything smiling, that doesn't mean there isn't a hidden part of her that she kept in a corner tucked under layers of her confidence. "Good morning, freshers. I'm literature professor Ryan. I hope to have a good journey with all of you in your first semester," she said with a smile on her face, spreading a positive aura around her. After the class finished, students started to rush out of class. You also went out in the hallway, marching toward your office. The hallway is literally filled with students rushing on opposite sides. You're wildly smiling and greeting your students back, who are greeting you with enthusiasm. You looked at the front, and a lump formed in your throat. Now you're walking slowly to the other side of the hallway, with him walking to your side. Your eyes stared in his. For you didn't change, even slightest, maybe got more muscular, but yeah. You both reached just a step away, but then someone called your name, making you look away. Suddenly you hurried in different directions, making your shoulder brush with his as he passed beside you. You plopped yourself on the couch, leaving a heavy sigh. You are living in a building which is near your university, just on some walking steps. Many of the faculty members also live in the same building, including Melissa too. Melissa was really worried about your behavior today, but you made a little excuse and she accepted it with still suspicion. You're about to run under a cold shower when you heard a knock on your apartment door. Walking towards the door, you opened it, maybe expecting Melissa, but you felt a little dizzy when you saw him standing this close to you. His expression says the same, that he didn't expect you to be behind this door. You. "Do you need something, Mr. John?" His breath hissed when he pronounced his surname. "Yeah, the owner said I'm going to share this apartment." Just then you remembered Mrs. April came to visit yesterday, and she said that you're going to share this apartment with someone, and you agreed, saying you get bored alone anyway, so there's no problem. "Oh, yeah, I forgot." He backed off slowly and opened the door a little wide. When you saw two luggages beside him, please come inside. He dragged his luggage inside with guitar, which you just saw. The left one is my room, so you can have the right one, and the corner one is the guest room. You have an attached bathroom in your room, but we have to share the same kitchen. You explained to him the whole thing. He was listening very attentively. Okay, he said, taking both legs with the guitar in his room, flopped back at the couch holding your chest as he was about to burst any time. You just got up and went to your room to never come back to the living room until morning. In the morning, you came out of your room rubbing your eyes, but then you heard utensils shuffling noises from the kitchen. You gasped and became attentive to see who's there quietly. You picked up a flower vase when you saw someone leaning down by the shelf. You were about to hit him when, he caught your wrist looking at you dumbfounded. Just then you remembered you were sharing your apartment. Sorry, I thought someone barged in. It's okay, you nervously backed off. But then he was about to open an upper drawer. You quickly closed his bag, making him hiss in pain as the door hit his hand too. You can't open it, you said with a stern voice. Why? I need to place a few things there. You shook your head as no. He also huffed out and grabbed your hand bag, forcefully opening the door. As he opened it, he found a big lunchbox full of chocolate chip cookies. You were trying to hide these cookies from me? You quickly snatched them away from his hand. Yeah, because always whenever mom made these for me, you ate most of them. You both froze at those words left your mouth, but then your stomach rolled, making your cheeks turn pink. I was making breakfast when I ate. You gulped and slowly nodded, thinking you can't say no to the food. We can't bring our personal curse in between food and ourselves. That's unfair. You had breakfast in silence, which was hard awkward. That walls around you are glaring at you. After that, you got ready and went to the university. You came to the university with your own car. After parking it, you entered as always, greeted by all senior and junior students. Just then you met Melissa. Finally, Ryan, how are you feeling today? She grabbed your shoulder, asking with worry in her eyes. You smiled at her in guilt of lying that you were feeling sick yesterday, so she will not caution anymore. I'm okay, Melly. She'll still notice that your nature is down. Raising her eyebrow, she crossed her arm over her chest. Are you spilling the tea or not? You huffed in surrender. Mr. June is your ex-boyfriend, and right now he's sharing the same apartment with you. Her eyes widened when you told her everything. Melly, do you want the whole uni to know about this? She placed her finger at her lips, quietly sitting back and talking in a whisper with you. So you both are still in love? I don't know. You looked down, thinking, oh, but you both must have been intimate, right? Is he big? You spanked her head. Melly. You looked away with your red cheeks. I was just asking as you see his wide shoulder and his thick thigh. Then between them, I came to guesses. She nodded to herself and he face palmed. I have a class. Student must be waiting for me. I'll go. You got up with a bundle of papers in your hand, which are few worksheets for students. Standing in your class, you were distributing worksheet one by one, not knowing Chung was passing by your class. His step halted when he heard a student asking a question from you. Professor Ryan, are you single? You were taken aback by the question, but after a little thinking, you just answered, no, I'm taken. We just lied so they will never ask this question again. But Chung heard it and his heart shattered in pieces, thinking, why would you be single after this many years? It was already evening and dinner time. You were preparing dinner. You also decided to make some for Jungkookff as he made breakfast for you in the morning too. You also thought why Jungkookff wasn't back yet. As you were busy cooking, just then you heard the doorbell. With a frown on your head, you walked to the door, opening it, but got startled when a heavy figure almost fell upon you. Jungkookff, you can smell alcohol from his clothes. You squeezed your nose in disgust at the smell. The door opened itself. He wasn't able to stand properly. Why did you drink this much? You know your alcohol tolerance is bad. Grabbing his arm, you closed the door back. You helped him sit on the couch and stood with hand over your hips. He sat there with pout and looked at you with his doe eyes. What? I hate whiny. You felt a sting pain in your chest, gulping. You saw him looking at his lap. Why you hate whiny? He again looked up at you with a sad smile and patted the place beside him. You obeyed, sitting beside him. Then he started to talk in a low voice as he's afraid someone will hear him. Don't tell Winnie, okay? You nodded. I don't hate her. I said it louder so she will not like me anymore and will stay happy with her boyfriend. Boyfriend? Mawani is pretty and perfect, so she must have found someone in these years. Once scoffed at herself. What if she is still single? He shook his head. No, I heard her saying she is taken, and frowned until she remembered the morning scene. Oh, you know his nature. He always speaks out his inner thoughts when he's drunk. I came back so I'll make her mine again. My heart started to beat fast with each word he says. I know we both were on mistake years ago and I feel very guilty about thinking we deserve a second chance. I came back but my heart broke after knowing I'm late. Tear dropped from his eyes. Hey, no, you tried to cup his cheeks but didn't let you because right now you're some stranger to him with whom he's sharing his inner thoughts. Slowly his eyes started to get close and you gripped his shoulder before his body jerked away. His head fell on your chest. Unintentionally he snuggled in you, inhaling your scent, and whispered some words that were audible for you. I still love her. His eyes went closed and he fell asleep. You wiped the tears away that were falling down. You're not late, Jungkook. The next day, Jungkook caught up with immense pain in his head. Why did I drink this much? He ruffled his hair coming out of his room. He looked up just to see your figure in the kitchen. You're up. Here, drink this lemon tea. It will help with pain. He quietly picked up the cup from the shelf. Thanks. You smiled at him. That made him more confused. Did I do something weird yesterday? He asked, being suspicious. You shook your head. Nothing. He nodded and started to walk back in his room. Wait, Jungkook. His eyes widened when he heard his name slipping out from your mouth. After years, he heard it. Yes? Today is a simple test of literature, but the number of students is really big, so I was thinking, would you help in invigilating? Jungkook was shocked, but he didn't want to leave a chance to be near you. Sure. Day passed slowly, and your professional bond with Jung changed into a friendly one. Until now, he doesn't know that day when he was drunk, what he confessed to you. But you always feel Jung keeps distancing himself, still thinking you like someone else. Ryan, the movie had started. Where are you? He yelled back while you came out of shower. It was weekend and you both decided to watch Netflix. I'm here. She rubbed your wet hairs with towel, walking to the couch. Woman, you were taking bath for little to her. So what? I need to do a private concert. He blinked his eyes at your dumbness. While watching the movie, you were munching popcorn and a funny scene came up where the guy was drunk and his girlfriend was taking care of him while was doing some funny things. You laughed. Damn, this guy is acting just like you when you are drunk. Jung glared at you. It's not like I confessed something like this, dude. Oh, shut up, you did. Suddenly popcorn stuck in your throat when you said that. What? You quickly drink cola and gulp it down, closing your eyes. You internally slap yourself because of your big mouth. Then nothing. He now raised his eyebrow, fully facing your spit. You still talk dirty. You tried to joke, but he shook his head. I knew I did something foolish that night. Now tell me, you said, but you also said to keep it secret and not to tell anyone. You're keeping my own talk secret from me. You confess you will love me and you misunderstood that I like someone else because I don't, and I also want to give us a chance again because I love you too. He looked away after saying that. He was freezed on his place. After encouraging himself, he softly grabbed your waist, turning you to face him. You are breathing heavily because of nervousness and biting your lower lip. He stared in your eyes for a few seconds. So you knew, and here I was thinking that I am being a third wheel. I didn't know what to do and how. Suddenly he pecked your lips. Stop biting over those lips or I can do better for you. You felt your eyes getting dizzy because him being this close to you and smiling was just like a dream. You doubted that it was reality. Your eyes got teary. Hey. He cupped your cheeks, not letting those tears flow from your eyes. You see, these all years, I didn't let anyone enter in my personal space. Because my mind and heart can let you go and let someone replace it. I only wished you to be happy, but when you showed up, I felt to our whim, but thinking people change with time, that thought scared me. I thought I lost you for the lifetime, as you misunderstood and thought you're late, but you're not. He let everything out in front of him, placed his forehead on yours, closing his eyes. I know how hard this must have been for you, for both of us. But from now I don't want anything that will bring back those painful days to you. I only want to be the reason of your smile, not tears. And I love you so much, and I will give me a chance to show my love to you with maturity this time. As words were not enough to speak out now. Yes, yes. He hugged you tightly, nuzzling his face into your neck. Those stars in sky are not enough to show the value of my love for you.